Welcome to episode 4 of Chow with Bhai. It's going to be a slightly different episode today, simply because number one, there's going to be no chai at all, and number two, there's not even a rickshaw. What I thought it was going to be best to do was, instead of just doing, constant episodes in the rickshaw, which I'm doing, it would be good to interlude those episodes with a bit more work, a bit more in-depth detail about what SheSays is doing. So I've just got back this evening from a workshop that SheSays put on, and it was with Prageeyaa, who you probably saw in episode 1, and it was to do with sexual harassment in the workplace. And I'm going to play a few clips just after this. But I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the matter. I kind of went there with a bit of an open mind. I think it was just amazing to see how much people aren't in the know, especially women, about their rights and what they can do about the smallest of things. Physical harassment, verbal harassment, sexual harassment, whether it's physical or not, and what they can actually do, and what onlookers can do, to prosecute someone, or to at least, to do something about it. I think a lot of people seem to think, oh, what is the point? And they don't really go through with their actions on stopping something, because it's so prevalent, it's going on all over. And at the same time, it was quite evident to me that not only, women don't really know what they can do, what their rights are, and how to go about it. At the same time, it's like men, it's such the norm for men that they also seem to kind of do this stuff on the fly, as if it's kind of, okay. Like wolf whistling, even just staring on trains, touching on trains. This stuff is just so, you hear the stories, but you realise this is actually like daily stuff that's just so normal. And men kind of, it's just like ingrained into them that it's kind of alright, even especially the younger ones growing up. And Prageeyaa told me about, she'd done some workshops at school with younger boys, and it sounded to me like those boys are the kind, because they're kind of grown up with it, it's more, it's just known to them, it's just something they do. So yeah, it was a bit of an eye-opener, and it did make me want to, as I hoped, it did make me want to be involved a lot more, not just raising money, but also I wanted to even go and speak to some of these people myself, especially the men. I felt like Prageeyaa was awesome at speaking to both men and women, to be honest, and they were very responsive, that group that we spoke to, and hats off to the company who we went to speak to, a lovely startup and a lovely group they were. But the girls in there were very kind of thankful and grateful, and a lot of them had a few, what would you call it, like flashbacks and lots of things that made them think about and made them go forward knowing a lot more and wanted to spread the word. And the boys were very responsive, but I really guess that the boys in there were very, I don't know how to say it, they weren't really your typical, they were very responsive. They were like understanding of it all, and it seemed to me like it was just ingrained in, pushing more into them what they already semi-knew. It made me want to kind of speak myself to the male population, maybe who are a bit younger, who are a bit more uneducated, and go over with them the consequences of their actions if someone did kind of follow it up, because there are some severe consequences of what they could be doing, and I'm pretty damn sure that these males have no idea. And yes, sentences don't always get the full amount, like when a maximum sentence might be 3 years in prison for wolf whistling or eaves calling, sorry. They might not get that, but just knowing that you could get 3 years imprisonment for something is maybe enough to stop you doing it, especially groping and touching on trains and all this type of stuff. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop going on about. I'm going to go to hopefully as many of these workshops as I can, and see a bit more about what SheSays do. But Prageeyaa today was awesome. It was good to see what they do and the effect they're having and the education they're providing for people. And yeah, it just also made me realise that I'm definitely raising money for the correct NGO, or I have definitely picked the right one for what I wanna do. And yeah, so here's some clips from today with Prageeyaa.
So that you know the law, even as a bystander, it's so important. I may not be the victim, I may not be the perpetrator, guys, you know, but 99% of the time I am a bystander. I am an onlooker, you know, to a crime that's happening off the street, you know, in a vehicle, or something I've heard about, something in my building. We've all, right? Richard, put your hand up.
I haven't. Not me.
I want to know how many of us have asked for consent or been asked consent before engaging in. Oh yeah, forgot her. Sorry. How many of y'all have been asked for your consent? Every single time you have engaged in a sexual activity. Won't go. If you see somebody getting groped, you will not even dial a 103. And the beauty of filing an FIR is that a victim is not needed to file the FIR. Anybody can do it, you know. And the most simplest thing you can do is dial 100 or dial a 103. You don't even have to be physically present. You can just tell the police कि यहाँ पे ये हुआ है, you know, and they will come. So this is the thing, you know. We need to sensitize ourselves first and start appreciating and valuing our bodies first, and understand that, you know, you have autonomy over your body, and it is not okay and it is not acceptable, it's not healthy, you know, for somebody to come and encroach upon your body, and it's worse for you not to speak up about it and not to discuss it and not to take action. I feel that a woman is so aware, she is so aware that she knows which man has touched her, and I, in a crowd of 100, can tell you which man has touched me and gone. And I'm sure every woman can do that. Even a child of 13 and 14 and 12 will know that this aadmi ne ye kiya. So I feel that all the more in public spaces, because you are much more safer there to raise your voice, because nahi karte bhi thode log to aa jayenge, you know, to sort of support you and huddle around. And I always encourage people that we're always taking selfies, flip the camera on the other side and immediately take a picture of that guy. You know, even if it's not on you, if it's on somebody else, take a picture, upload it on social media. I'm sure we are on all platforms, you know, that are possible today for, you know, your voice to reach, and make use of these things. Carry pepper spray, you know, do things which you can, which are practical to beat this day-to-day abuse, because I also understand that you cannot keep going to a police station and keep filing FIRs over and over again for things that are happening. So as long as you, in your capacity, are able to tell the perpetrator or the offender that you will not repeat this, it's good enough. You know. Also, I have personally talked to a lot of, you know, women who've not spoken out at the time when they should have. They have a regret, you know, because they feel that, yaar, if he can grope me, मैं थप्पड़ क्यों नहीं मार सकती? You know, what was stopping me?